If you can get these three components right, you too can get rich from betting. And great thing is, you don't need experience to get started. If you're ready to find out what's in the box, I'm Tony from Bet Analyst. Let's crack on. Challenge number one is simple. You have got to beat the market odds on betting lines. If you can do this on a regular basis, it's impossible to lose. While amateur sports bettors might think it's all about finding winners, it's not. The key component to winning is getting the odds in your favour. Before I explain how, I want you to understand this. Sportsbooks profit through the house edge. It's something that they incorporate into their betting lines. It's the vigorish, the juice, the margin. Since loyal losing customers tend to favour 1 to 2 sportsbooks, that's where they go wrong. So the key to winning is competition, and this is created through sportsbooks having different opinions. Now, in a game of chance, we all know that throwing a coin is a 50-50 shot. We know that throwing a ball around a roulette table is a 1 in 37 chance that it lands on the number. However, in sports betting, it's different. It's all about opinion and using the data to create odds. Now, sports betting is definitely a game of skill. When making betting odds, compilers are trying to figure out a true probability and adjusting for betting bias. Now, I won't get into the complexities of it all, but let me say, different opinions make for odds discrepancies. Betting liabilities are another factor leading to an unbalanced book, and also you as the punter have got the choice of when to bet. At the end of the day, being able to line shop is what creates opportunity. So, as I mentioned at the start, you don't need experience to profit. There are tools that will help you out. Typically, the software websites I'm about to show you and bookmakers' websites and point out inaccuracies or advantageous odds. Now I'm going to give you the links in the description, so take advantage, look them up and start learning. So let me start with OddsJam. This is their arbitrage EV software. They also offer an odds screen. It's very good for US sports, comparable with the famous Don Best, but with lower pricing. Watch for player markets in particular. You know, US sports offers plenty. It has loads of tools, filters and tutorials to help you get started. And OddsJam will offer you a week's free trial. Now, one of our favourites is Rebel Betting. It's reliable and we recommend it. Rebel Betting scans over 1 million odds per minute to provide the user with expected value. In my opinion, especially suitable for Europeans. Simple and easy to use. They give a 2-week free trial. However, the quicker you get onto the pro version, the better it becomes. I would definitely have a look at Betterburger if you're interested in in-play betting. They offer plenty of different packages, you know, depending on what interests you. They cover more sports than other software. However, the free version of the site is useless, so, you know, just use it for a bit of click practice. Now, TradeMate Sports, very similar to Rebel Betting, but they cover less sport, but they do offer a 7-day free trial and it does have a good reputation. Now, the pricing structures are a little bit unbalanced, but again, you know, you have to have a look at it and decide for yourself. Plenty of interesting blogs for the purpose of learning, and yeah, you definitely should get some value out of it. As far as bookie bashing goes, this is more useful for British consumers, you know, who especially like to bet horses, especially interesting for those who can bet in shops and circumvent risk managers. Now, there's plenty of positive testimonials from professional gamblers, and that's always a good thing, and they've also got some fair pricing. Undebated is a little bit different in that it offers an odds screen. Now, it is US sports focused, but lots of my US colleagues absolutely love it, right? So it is something interesting. You can also get a free 5-day trial if you sign up for the demo session. And they do have an excellent YouTube channel, which is interesting for learning. You can also look at OddsMonkey. Now, OddsMonkey is more for match betting. So, you know, if you just want to take advantage of Sportsbooks bonuses, this is for you. It suits beginners. It's a really easy layout. They've got a low pricing structure and it's just £1 for the first 10 days. So take a look at OddsMonkey if you just want a quick in and quick out. Then you've got Odds Portal. Now this is absolutely free, but I would suggest that you actually log in, so register. Basically, it's a big affiliate site that benefits from punters' losses. However, if you learn how to use the odds comparison properly, you can create your own opportunities. Now you can catch out the soft books, and I would definitely pay attention to tennis betting, especially when the odds are fresh. So if a match just finishes, new odds come in, just wait for the pros to come out, you know, the big bookmakers, and then you're going to find a lot of advantages. Odds Portal is good for that. And then there is Pinnacle Odds Dropper. Now this is obviously more advanced. This is for people that understand what Pinnacle are doing. If you understand the advantage of, you know, tracking benchmarking with Pinnacle Sharp Odds, then this software is a valuable asset. While the site could do with a bit more clarity, those with knowledge won't be deterred. Now there's no free trial, but they do have a 21-day money back guarantee if you're not happy. So also it's like $40 a month, so you know it's fairly priced. And finally is the Betfair Exchange. On this, you can track the markets with liquidity. You know, I mean, your task then is to find the higher odds and beat the EV. It's not going to cost you a single cent. It takes a bit of understanding, but it's really easy to use once you get into it. If you are using Betfair for tracking, then I would suggest that you log in so you won't get any time delays. And then, of course, you're going to be, you know, up to date and up to speed with the live price. So the second part of the equation is your bankroll, or your betting bank, as the Brits would say. Now, this is the money you have available for betting, your leverage, your meat in the game. Now pay attention, because this is where a lot of good handicappers go wrong. Right, let's go through the logistics. The size of your pot is going to dictate your unit size. That is the percent of your betting bank that you will be staking. For example, if you're starting with 1,000, one unit is going to be 10. If you're starting with 10,000, one unit is going to be 100. Just do the numbers based on what you have at hand, and you'll soon know what you should be betting. As for the unit size per bet, I've heard some pundits suggest betting 5% of your bankroll per bet. Now, believe me, this is unprofessional and totally wrong. Even 2% is high, albeit if you are getting exceptional information or you've got a big margin, it could be considered. You need to take a responsible attitude towards managing risk and handling variance. After all, losing runs are inevitable. I would suggest that you shoot for betting between 0.5 and 1.5 units per bet. At bigger odds, such as those in horse racing, it could be 0.5. And then for an average, it could be the 1. And you could move it up and down according to, you know, expected value. As for the number of betting accounts, if you're new to betting, I would suggest starting with 3. Those with some experience who can handle 5 have more options, but you know, you can work your way up to that stage. If these are new betting accounts, you need to make sure you max out on the FTD, the first time deposit bonus. Now, the thing is, right, when you are funding betting accounts, hold at least 50% back for reloading. You know, this is the cash flow that you're going to need, because not all accounts will win. As a word of warning, don't take any money, any winnings from accounts until they are getting limited. You would trigger a review, thus shoot yourself in the foot. On that note, to keep accounts open longer, stick with good quality sports and leagues, you know, those with high liquidity. My final piece of advice would be, don't readjust your staking size each day. You know, do it periodically, do it monthly, or do it every 3 months, and always round it up or round it down. So before we move on to the final segment, I just want to mention that the next video is going to be the roadmap to success. If you like this type of video, make sure you give us a like and a thumbs up, and switch on the notifications, and then you're going to be told about it. So lastly, it's going to be ambition. Obviously, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. You know the deal. Action speaks louder than words. Most people fail because they are lazy. They have no follow through. You know the type what I mean. They have excuses for everything. Oh, I was sick today, got drunk last night, I need an holiday. Be real. Life doesn't stop because you have an headache. On a more upbeat note, if you want it enough, the sky is the limit with pro betting. But before we move on, do a reality check with the numbers. You know, if you're doing 100 bets a month, that's 100 each with a 5% edge, you're going to be profiting $500 a month. If you're doing 1,000 bets, at the same, it's going to be 5,000 a month. That should be your initial target, but obviously, you know, if you want to hit it big, you're going to have to sort of step it up. It's not a one size fits all, this business, but I will tell you that there's good professionals out there. They're betting hundreds of thousands a day, and syndicates are betting $1 million or more. If you need a bit of motivation, I did have one guy start out with 7,000 and he's now doing 80 to 100,000 a month in profit. To be honest, I would rate his knowledge as a 3 from 10 and he could do much better. Nevertheless, he knows how to grind and he's hungry for more and he's got a system in place. P.S. It's okay not to be massively ambitious with betting. It might be just a stepping stone for you. If that is the case and you just want to quick in and quick out, do some match betting, make it simple on yourself. And if you simply want to max out with your own account, do value betting and get a little bit more out of them. Truth be told, that's where the journey will stop for 99% of folk. However, for those frothing at the mouth and wanting more, I can assure you that people are making millions from this business. If you have ambitions to become one of them, start planning, put together a good quality network. You know, think of that quote, you're as good as the people that you surround yourself with. Don't forget, you have to bring something to the party as well. So, you know, you've got to have something to offer if you're going to build a good quality network. If you are using Sportsbooks, find third-party accounts. It could be through families and friends to start with, but for the big books, you're going to need to, you know, look a little bit beyond that, whether it's Facebook groups or setting up your own website or, you know, just getting people in. Subscribe or share with reliable betting sources, you know, get some originator bets and you can start betting them elsewhere. You don't have to worry about the value aspect of it. And look further afield. I would say this to everybody, you know, there's life beyond the end of your street, right? You know, if I was honestly an American, I would be looking at like Brits for Betfair accounts. I'd be looking at other Europeans for Asian accounts and vice versa. You know, there's always ways to work things out, yeah? Also, get into the Asian markets through brokers and such. Use betting exchanges, negotiate your rates, improve your tools, develop software, learn how to move money around, build a structure. I could add another 50 alternatives, but no point at the moment. Let's just move on. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section and I'll try to get them answered for you. Now, this channel is all about, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach a man to fish, you feed him for life. We're firm believers in teaching. So if you want to join our mentorship program, that's something you might want to consider. You might also want to check out these videos that I'm going to link up at the end. You're through to boot camp for now. We'll see you in the next one soon. Take care. Bye-bye.